Alright, hey guys, this is Brian here, okay, from The Boring Husband. So today's video is a little bit impromptu, okay, because I think just last night there's been some news about PayPal, and I think in recent time there's actually quite a lot going on in PayPal. So I just want us to kind of take a step back, take a look at what's going on, and hopefully from there we can determine whether are we really catching PayPal at the bottom, and really is this an opportunity for us to buy? Okay, so before that, I continue to be a PayPal bull. Okay, I believe that in terms of revenues and company growth, that they will continue to do well. I believe that the weakness in its price action is a buying opportunity, especially at such levels. And one of the areas that I've actually been quite harsh on is actually the fact that they cannot find a new CEO, and this has been going on for almost like a year. Okay, and good news, okay, is that when I woke up this morning, got a push notification from Tiger Brokers. Okay, once again, not sponsored post. I guess really like the platform. Okay, so with Tiger Brokers, what they said was PayPal found a new CEO. So I kind of went a little bit deeper into it, and for today, I'd just like to share a little bit about what I found with this new CEO, what exactly he does, and also the other thing I want to cover is PayPal's new stablecoin, and lastly, I want to go a little bit into the technicals of PayPal. Okay, so doing this on a different computer, so just kind of bear with me if anything is not out of place. Okay, so let's take a look at this first of all. Okay, so we can see that yesterday, PayPal announced a new CEO, Alex Chris. Okay, and this guy is from this company called Intuit. Okay, so I'm not an expert, okay, on whether if you find a new CEO whether it'll work out or not. Okay, but even when I apply for jobs, okay, everyone that I come across, okay, always tells me that a good indicator, or one of the easiest indicators to see whether someone will do well in the next role, is whether they have done well in their current role. Okay, so if in their current role they are like they are leaving on a high note, okay, and they're not leaving when the company is like at its lowest, that's usually a good indicator that they're not trying to jump ship. Okay, so I guess share a little bit about this Alex guy. Okay, so Alex Chris, okay, blah blah, runs a small business called Intuit. Okay, and blah blah blah. Mm, Intuit. Okay, don't know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly or not, lah. Okay, but I'm sure none of you, or not many of you, will know what it is. Okay, neither do I. I don't know what it is. Okay, so that's why I'm here. Okay, so I guess a little bit of background. Okay, so this guy Alex Chris. Okay, I pull out his LinkedIn profile straight away. Okay, so Alex Chris. Okay, we can see from here. He has been working in this company called Intuit for almost 19 years. Okay, from the bottom all the way up. And just to let you guys know. Okay, you probably don't know Intuit, but you might know QuickBooks. Okay, so QuickBooks is like a very similar to Xero, that kind of accounting software, business software, and that's exactly what they do. Okay, interestingly enough, another company that you would be associated with Intuit would actually be Mailchimp. Okay, so the Mailchimp acquisition, from what I see here, Mailchimp is like the EDM software, and somewhere over here, yeah, they actually said that Chris kind of settled the acquisition. Yeah, over here. So they're very impressed by Chris' leadership as he stepped through the company 12B of Mailchimp. Okay, so apart from that, couldn't really find a lot more on this Alex guy. A lot of other companies, we definitely wouldn't have heard of. So there's really not much I can comment. But for someone to spend 19 years in the business in a single company, I mean, it really depends whether you think it's good or bad. For me personally, I wouldn't, because I always feel that it's good to, I rather spend like 5 years in 4 different companies than 20 years in one company, because you get to see more things, not so much tunnel vision. But hey, if it worked for this guy, then let's hope it jolly well works for PayPal lah. Okay, so once again, we hope that this has wrapped up the issue about PayPal not being able to find a CEO. Overall, if I kind of pull out the news a little, yeah, he went through a lot of due diligence checks. From my understanding, there were also 9 other candidates. Yeah, and overall, current guy is saying goodbye. Let's see what PayPal IR has to say. Successful business leader, okay, blah blah. Joined 19 years ago, blah blah. Passion, yeah, sure, blah blah. Yeah, that's really about it for now. I guess one of the bare arguments was that PayPal couldn't find a CEO to take over. So I do hope that at the very least, with Chris joining the foray, that one bare argument out of the many has been shut down. Okay. Apart from this, okay, let's kind of close the tabs over here. Apart from this, the other interesting thing that has come up, okay, is the idea of this stablecoin. Okay, so basically PayPal released a new stablecoin lately. Okay, and just to give a little bit of background about this stablecoin, this stablecoin is for I mean I'm not particularly well versed with stable coins, okay, but I know that you have those algo backed stable coins that failed, and you have what we call proper stable coins that are backed by USD. Okay, so fortunately for us, the PYUSD, okay, is indeed backed by cash, short-term US Treasuries, and similar cash equivalents, lah. Okay, so that means to say that for every $1 of PYUSD that PayPal issues out, supposedly, okay, they really have $1 cash in the bank. Okay, supposedly. Okay, and overall, PayPal USD is a stable coin. The value is back to the value of its peg asset, the US dollar. Okay, and yeah, it's fully backed, fully collateralized, so it's not like there's like some arbitrage difference, that kind of nonsense, lah. Okay, overall, the idea of crypto stable coins like this, okay, of course people have like, many other things like, you can speed up transactions, etc. But I always think that such a stable coin is always used to bypass exchange rates lah. Okay, so I'm not sure many of you if many of you know this, but the reason why PayPal, a lot of businesses like PayPal, okay, is because they actually, what was it? The exchange rate for businesses when they collect money from you as a consumer is actually not as marked up as other platforms. Yes, correct. So meaning to say that a lot of businesses prefer PayPal because when they do their FX conversions, PayPal actually gives not say preferred rates to merchants, but at least better rates to merchants than other platforms. Like for example, if you go and change money, with like I don't know lah, like let's say DBS or some bank, there always be some kind of markup, right? When everybody, no, brokerage, yes, correct. When you go to your brokerage, like Tiger Brokers account, they're going to change from USD to SGD. Yes, they always have a markup, and they will always take a small percentage. Yes, and in the case of PayPal, that percentage is just less for businesses. Okay, so I believe that with the launch of this stablecoin, okay, ultimately what PayPal wants to do is that they want to minimize this even further. Okay, whether they can profit or not is another question altogether, but they want to minimize the difference in FX conversion rates to the extent where, if I really buy something with 1 PYUSD, that the merchant will really be paid 1 PYUSD, no more and no less. Okay. Apart from that, let me see. Yeah, that's really about it for now in terms of the PYUSD. Oh yeah, so just not available in the world yet. Okay, just so just four things about it, four advantages. So initiate peer-to-peer transactions. Okay, yeah, between Venmo and stuff like that. Okay, effortlessly convert cryptocurrencies. Yeah, okay, and finance purchases using PYUSD, and move PayPal dollars between PayPal and compatible external wallets seamlessly. Yeah. So basically, if you are buying stuff, just in terms of the whole financial ecosystem, let's say you are like, let's say right now when I withdraw crypto, right, I'm selling it in XLM, okay, and then I'm checking out with CoinHako. So if with a PYUSD, I guess instead of checking out, I can put the PYUSD in my PayPal account and buy more things there. So basically, just kind of keeping things within their ecosystem. Of course, with coming out with this PRUSD, there are problems, right? Correct. So there's of course transparency issues, and of course, with anything to do with stable coins, government will always come and clamp down on y'all lah. Okay. So overall, these are the two things that happen. Okay. And of course, let's take a look at the charts. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this real time. Okay, so as we know, recently with PayPal's diminishing margins, not say diminishing lah, but kind of like muted margins. Okay, people were saying that software earn a lot of money, but in the recent earnings, they didn't. Let me just kind of give you guys see whether I can pull out. No, I can't pull out. But hey, the new CEO is gonna be getting 1.2 million annual salary. That's about what 100k, a little more than 100k a month, and bonus of 200%. Awesome. So in terms of technicals, okay, we can see that at the very onset, let me say, very firm resistance, very firm support at 60. Okay, no surprise, 60, 50, 40, these are areas of support. Green line, 200-day MA sloping down blue line 200 MA, blue line 50 MA also sloping down, not a good thing. Okay, we can see that well, every other company in the world has more or less, okay, more or less kind of found their support, or found their bottom, i.e. through the formation of a gold cross where the 50-day crosses above the 200-day. We can see that that is still far from happening from PayPal. Okay, so death cross over here at 266, yet to form a gold cross. Okay, but we can see that support's kind of firm. Okay, 50-60. Okay, that's a nice place to buy. Um, More than anything, the 200-day moving average is actually formed somewhat of what we call a dynamic resistance level. So it changes, it's dynamic. And whenever it hit this 200-day, it retraces back down, and we can see that, this was a very violent move down. This was a very violent move down, but we saw a little bit of consolidation at the 200-day, signaling that, well, we had some chance for a little bounce back, but apparently not. Okay, so once again, we retraced down about 10%. Okay, interestingly enough, I dare say that in terms of technicals, okay, probably it's a little safe for me to say that we at the very least broke this little bear rally, or the not bear rally lah, but bear structure. Okay, so I'm just put it in yellow so it's easier to see, make it thicker, get rid of this blue line. Okay, so sorry, let me try to move away these. Go away. Okay, so when we look at structures in the market, right? So it's obviously like, like a what is it, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, right? So let me just kind of give you one more of this. Yeah, so it's always, it always goes like this. Okay, yeah, something like this. So, and we can see that as of now, we kind of broke above that trend. Okay, and where was the previous resistance? Okay, is what we call the resistance turn support now. Okay, and whether you think that's a good thing or not, it's up to you. But to me, I think that, really can't help to accumulate at these levels. Okay, if you look at the RSI, okay, you're looking at a momentum indicator. Okay, yes. So this one really must look very carefully. Whenever we were at our lows, okay, whenever we were severely oversold, uh, and currently, okay, even though price is a little bit higher, price action is a bit higher than the 60s, okay, and yes, we are indeed in line. Overall, when we look at where the stock was oversold, so it was oversold at 87. Once again, RSI indicate it was oversold at 76. So where strength is the same and price is lower, usually, I think for now, to be honest, I'm not gonna force anything out of this. The RSI is useless. Please forgive me. Doesn't always get it right. Okay, but if I pull out one that I don't often use, okay, the Ichimoku cloud, okay. Let's see. Lagging indicator still below. Okay, haven't really passed this green cloud yet. Overall, in terms of technicals, okay, if you all do decide to buy PayPal at these levels, you are really buying it, hoping that it doesn't go any lower. Okay, that's not usually a foolproof strategy that has withstood time. But hey, if you don't buy it, if you don't take a position, then when is the right time, right? Okay. For me, I continue to be very bullish on PayPal. I accumulated very heavily in the 70s. Okay, so because well, for me, my analysis led me to believe that at this 70 level is firm. So at this level here, especially when it dropped here, and when it consolidated here. Okay, I love this consolidation here at the 50. I bought a lot. Okay, and hey, it went back down, right? I mean, how am I supposed to know? But really, we got to see how it goes. Okay, but if not for now, this is a very quick just kind of analysis on PayPal. Hope you guys have a great day ahead.